good morning or afternoon, wherever you are. You may be just getting to this video before the action begins. You may be just getting to this video as soon as you get an alert that it's been posted. Hopefully you got the alert in your PrizePicks account that you doubled your money last night as we went 4 for 5. Now, you didn't play, you missed the video, you don't have the alert set on, you didn't hit the thumbs up, you didn't subscribe, you didn't take advantage of the PrizePicks deposit offer. $100 will match it up to $100. You're not taking advantage of the Stochastic Plus, the free month of that. Steve Buzzard just won another $100K on our tools. You're not doing any of that? Well, you can fix it right now. You can at least start with the thumbs up. You can at least start by hitting that subscribe. That's the subscribe, like high five, cuz we went 4 for 5 last night. I want to go 5 for 5 tonight. It's that simple. We went 4 for 5 last night, 5 for 6 if you incorporated a Taco Tuesday. Oh, boy. This is what we're using to win, okay? I'm going to give you a week free below. I know I'm giving you all these things, hitting you over the head with everything. I just want to let you know from the start. This is the tool we use, the Odd Shopper Premium tool. You're going to get a week free to mess around with it, and we're going to win. Okay? That's the strategy today. We're going to use the tool, and we're going to win. Let's open up with Andrew Heaney on the hill. Rangers got a big one today, as we know, right? And I think Arizona now has become a very interesting dynamic with this team. Here's the problem for Arizona. You're going up against a guy in Heaney who is not bad in any means, with like some areas of concern, but strikeouts are fine. Brandon Fad, you ain't getting shit from him, all right? This is the first time you're going to see him. You ain't getting shit from him. Heaney should be in control of this game. Now, look, Arizona has been better. They've been better. And the Ks have been limiting those, have been a big reason why. But you'll see. Heaney's going to get a lead. It's going to stretch a little bit. You're going to start to take some, not necessarily risks, but take advantage of a luxury where you can, a little chase action there. We don't necessarily get concerned about Heaney's walk rate at 9.5%. It's just something that is kind of a factor. Again, he's going to have length and rope to work with to get out of a jam or two. Arizona is definitely not going to be taken lightly, but I think it's a good place to start here with Andrew Heaney going over 5.5 Ks. Big number. I understand that, but he's got the K rate to do it. The matchup doesn't scream, but it also doesn't slam the door here. Braxton Garrett is next up. Atlanta's in town. We've seen rain impact this entire East Coast past couple of days. We're just focused on the pitching matchup here. The big thing and Kyle Wright's on the other side if you're counting at home, whatever the case may be. We got Bryce Elder. That was one of our 4, technically 5 with the taco involved hits. The thing with Braxton Garrett, first off, Matt Elson, Sam Hilliard, you're going to see some guys, Austin Riley, Eddie Rosario. You're going to see some guys, Marcell Ozuna. You're going to see some guys that K. Absolutely. Have that propensity to strike out. That should open something up for Braxton Garrett. It's not where we would like it, but we're looking at 5 Ks. Here's the beauty of it. He's not walking people. So he may get hit, and Atlanta can hit the ball, and that's a big problem there. But Kyle Wright, looking at the 2, Kyle Wright is behind the 8 ball here when it comes to the 2 guys. And again, the same strategy applies. Our Odd Shopper Premium tool says 55% chance of hitting. Same with the 56 above with Heaney. And I think some of it factors in where Braxton Garrett, 3.2% walk rate, super low. Definitely a confidence stat you can lean back on if there are any issues or problems getting out of the jam. It's not going to be adding to it with a walk. He can give up a hit or 2. Strikeout rate's 20.4. It's not fantastic, but we're on the right side of 5 Ks at that point. Now, we're going to be on the right side of 4 or less for Alek Manoah. Boston, as we know, the ballpark itself, Nick Pivetta on the other side here, not a major concern. The problem for Alek Manoah is just not striking people out at nearly the clip in which we've become accustomed to. So you're on the road, which is tough. You're in Fenway, which adds to it. There are a couple of guys, Casas, there are a couple of guys, Connor Wong, with opportunities to strike them out. But this is not a team, especially at home, that opens up the door for you and says, yeah, sure, strike us out. We'd much rather you do that. We appreciate that. 55% chance of this hitting. Manoah, again, struggling. The K rate is just not where we've seen it. The walk rate now is nearly equal. I mean, it's like 19 to 14 K to walk, respectively. Not good at all for this guy. Ace level expectations, not good. Not good. And I think this is a chance, a spot right here where we can take advantage, okay? Just looking over at PrizePicks, we're running the flex play, 5 correct, 10x, 10x. I know we got our 4 yesterday, technically our 5 of 6, which is a similar payout here. But for us, we got 4 of 5, so we doubled our money on that. Let's keep it moving here. Bobby Witt. All right, now we get into some action on the plate. And I think the biggest thing that we look at for Witt, now look, we talked about matchup, that's fine. Kansas City is hosting Baltimore today. So if you just want to look at the pitching matchup, or at least who Baltimore is sending to the mound, it's Gibson. And look, for Bobby Witt, there are some concerns about, well, he's not walking nearly enough. The K rate isn't a major problem, but you have to get him limited. So can Kyle Gibson do that? I don't, probably, but I think this is more about just where Witt is. Right? Comes off that 1-for-5 game to open up this series against Baltimore, the 5 at-bats. You're going to see some 3 Ks. 2 games before that, 3 Ks. 2 games before that, 2 Ks. Look, you get a couple of Ks and a walk in here. The walks haven't been nearly as prevalent. He's just not walking. But he's striking out. They're coming in bunches. So he gets this one, he knocked a home run out. We're counting on him still struggling and not knocking a home run out, okay? So we're at Alek Manoah, now Bobby Witt. We're less 1.5 total bases. And again, it matches up 54% chance. All right, Rodolfo Castro is how we end things. We're just going to get a total bag against Tampa Bay. 1 total bag against Keller. That's it. Can you get that? So if you just want to look at Castro first, and then you can, I guess, focus a little bit more on Shane McClanahan, who's got a little walk in him. This is not going to be an easy one. We know it's not going to be easy, but again, it's where he is in the lineup. It's pitch opportunities. 4 to 5 at-bats are expected here. That is something reasonable. So we see a guy, again, the hit by pitch is going to take away something. The walks are like sprinkled throughout. He's going to get some hittable pitches. Castro, at least. I don't think you can expect, home run or anything like that off McClanahan, but this is not, oh my God, they're going up against Shane McClanahan. In fact, if you just look at where we have this 53% chance, still a pretty good spot here for Castro, just slapping a hit. Something he did, mind you, for 5 straight games at least one time before going hitless yesterday. I think we can play on the fact that he's seeing the ball well. That's it. That's your 5-leg flex play. Already told you about the tool. The link is below. All right, we'll run it back here for you. PrizePicks. I'm going to match your first deposit up to $100. Heaney over 5.5 Ks. Garrett over 4.5. Manoah less than 4.5 Ks. Bobby Witt Jr. less than 1.5 total bags. And Rodolfo Castro, just get me one, baby. Just get me one. 5 of 5 tonight's going to win 10x our money. And then you can stop bitching that we didn't hit a 5x in a while. All right? 10x, actually. I stand corrected. See you today with Ben.